Hello and welcome to the home of the Stars at Western Boone. I'm Nathan Rogers. I'll be your play-by-play announcer tonight, and I'm joined here by my color announcer,
Cole Nelson.
I mean, taking a look at this game, it's shaping up to be a good one. We're joined here by the 8-0 overall Cascade Cadets, and they're 6-0 in conference. So they have not lost a game at all yet, and I think the Stars are going to come in here with this home field advantage and try and take that away from them. Ranked 39th in the state, so very impressive campaign so far this year for the Cadets. Western Boone started off pretty rocky this year, falling down the first two games, but have bounced back very well and are 5-1 in conference. So, I mean, they're still ranked 131, which is quite a bit lower than Cascade, so they're looking to kind of shock these home fans and bring home the upset. Taking a look here at some pregame stats, we're going to look at some offensive stats here with me first. What I'm seeing here is two very different offenses. Western Boone, definitely a rush-heavy offense throughout this season. I mean, 2,000 yards through the ground, which the national average is only 890 for each team. So a great run campaign so far this year. While the Cadets only average 1,400 through the ground, which is still very good. As you know, it's still almost double the national average, but definitely a lot rush heavy for the Stars. And looking at the Cadets receiving, they're up to 1,400 on the year, as Western Boone only has 681. So almost a non-existent passing game for the Stars throughout this year. They almost they double in that category. Looking at the overall stats for passing, they're pretty even. Western Boone has not had a ton of success in the air, as it seems with their stats, but it's really not as bad as it looks. They just are a very run-heavy offense. They don't give a lot of looks through the air, which, I mean, you can't blame them as it's been working, and they've had very great offensive games for both sides, obviously, as the Cadets have not lost a game here. Cole, run us through the defense here.
Well, the defense on both sides is extremely similar on both ends. There are many blocks. They have the same amount of blocked field goals, one each. Same thing for fumble recovery yards. Both have 24. Interception yards are both 4. Sacks are both 9.9 per game. National average is 9.9. They're a very similar defensive team. I think they're going to really look into it.
Yeah, Western Boone has had some success with the sacks, but so has the Cadets. Walk us through how many sacks they've had this year.
They've had over 21 sacks. They've had just about 21 sacks this year.
That is very impressive coming from a defensive squad. That's almost unheard of at this level of play. Very impressive stuff coming from that Cadets. And you got to think, with a defensive line that can rally 21 sacks in a season, do you think it's enough to stop a guy like Jacob Smith for the Stars? I mean, he's had one heck of a year this year. It's been insane. He has 1,300 yards this year and 21 touchdowns. I mean, 21 sacks, 21 touchdowns. It's pretty evenly matched, I think, so far this year. And we'll see who comes out here on top. This defensive line is definitely going to have to step up, and their main challenge is going to be bringing down Jacob Smith if they want to beat these Stars. We'll see if they can tackle that challenge here tonight and get it done. But these Stars look to send them home with their first loss this year. Regardless, we'll see how this game goes as this kickoff is underway. A shorter kick here, taken in. Oh, never mind. That one gets back and is going to drop down for a touchback. So the Stars are going to set up here right on the 20-yard line. And we'll get a first look at this Western Boone offense and Brennan Capriva. We'll see what they do here to begin this drive. Cole, what do you want to see here? What do you think would be a successful drive for the Stars in this first possession?
I think a really successful drive for this position might even just be to shock the Cascade guys by giving it a throw. Giving it a throw?
I see that. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. They're definitely anticipating the run here if they looked into it at all with Jacob Smith as they motion sheets over. And, yep, there he is. Jacob Smith is going to get around 5 yards before he's rallied by multiple defenders there for Cascade. Good bit of tackling to anticipate him right there, but that was just strong running by Smith to pick up multiple yards on that play.
You could see him go right through the center, right through a couple defenders, picking up 7 yards for 2nd and 3 right there.
Yeah, great bit of power running there displayed by Smith as Julian McLean marches onto the field to join that Stars offense.
We're getting ready for the next play here as they walk on up.
Shotgun formation here for the Stars. Both Sawyers on that right side when we have 3 receivers on that left side. We'll see what they decide to do here. They might have a pass here, Cole, like you said, but Jacob Smith gets the give and is brought down shortly by that strong defensive line by the Cadets. Good bit of tackling there. I believe that was number 5 for them, Toby Savani, with that tackle. So they get the stop on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and 1. Do you think they're going to get it here, Cole?
I'm pretty sure they're going to get it here. It is 3rd and 1. Jacob only got 2 yards on that time around, but I really think that they have a strong chance of getting past and getting a first down here. Yeah,
we'll see what they do here. I think they go back to the run game, but they might even try a little screenplay here and pick up this first down, but my anticipation would be on that run game.
Well, it's really interesting because they're showing out 2 wide receivers and they're trying to run it at the same time. They could go either way. You just don't really know.
Yep, but they do give the give here to Jacob Smith, who is swallowed up right at that line of scrimmage, but is able to power through to pick up a Western Boone first down. So those chains will move as the Stars are set up right around the 34-yard line. So good bit of running there, Cole. What do you like to see on that offensively for the Stars after picking up that first down?
I'm loving to see the confusion a little bit. They're always throwing out 2 so far. They're always throwing out 2 wide receivers, kind of giving the illustration they're going to pass. Here they've got 3, but they just keep on running it. I think it's throwing the Cascade just a little bit off, but they might catch it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no jumbo sets yet for the Stars formation-wise, and that has been working to completion. But here we go. First pass of the day is wide right for McLean, who tries to make a diving play on it, but is just unable to come down with the ball. Try to anticipate that a little bit. Looked like a curl route on that right side, close to that sideline. So it was a tight windowed throw, and there was a defender all over that. So that was good defensive coverage there by the Cadets. So the passing defense has been good so far for the Cadets as they lock down that first attempt offensively.
Absolutely. We're going to go again here. They got 2 wide receivers, one on both sides.
Yancey is motioned over as Smith gets the give and is met right at the line of scrimmage. That's that Cadet defensive line we are used to seeing this year. Very strong performance there on that play by all of them as that whole line was able to just blow through that offensive line and meet Jacob Smith right at the line of scrimmage. Great work there by the Cadets.
Yeah, they were stopped right there at the scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10. I'm really curious to see what Weebo's going to try to do to knock Cascade off their feet.
Yeah, they had those big boys up front to come in there and take down Jacob Smith.
Here they got 3 wide receivers on the left side.
Yeah, same look we've seen earlier in the game, and they're going to pass it here. Capriva firing middle, and that's just low. Looked maybe a bit catchable there, but just too low for Dylan Sheets, who's not able to come down with it, and that'll bring on the punt unit and Bo Sawyer here to kick this ball away on 4th and 10. So, wow, great work there by that Cadet defense to step up and stuff the run. We have not seen Jacob Smith get stopped that way this year. I have not seen him. He's been hit at the line of scrimmage multiple times this year, but he's always able to power through to pick up at least some positive yardage, even if it's not a ton. And the Cadets were able to completely silence that there on that drive and stop them offensively. Sawyer's punt is a strong one. This one's going to carry around midfield, and it's going to take a bad hop for the Stars. Leighton Yancey's able to recover it before it hits midfield exactly. But this is what I'm very interested to see, is this Stars defense taking on this offensive squad for the Cadets. Cole, what do you want to see out of this Cadets drive?
Well, I'm seeing that Cadets already have a great field position right at the halfway mark. I'm already seeing that they're lining up. They've got, again, 1 wide receiver at the moment, but they could really do anything at the moment. I'm very interested to see how they're going to play.
Trebley hands it off here. That's number... looks like number 13 there, and that's going to be Triton Mosbaugh for the Cadets. And he's able to pick up some very solid yardage on that first play. They motion over number 1 there for the Cadets. And he's going to be brought down with some green field ahead. So great job there by the Stars, able to rally to him and bring down Lucas Farmer there on that run. Cool. What would you like to see on that one?
I am seeing an amazing offensive team off of Cascade here, they've shown and they've already moved the chains by getting not only an 8-yard, but also a 10-yard run. And here they go.
Here's a huge run for number 5, Toby Savani. Touchdown, Cadets. Holy cow. He marched down that field in no time. What a run there for the Cadets to score on their first possession in such few plays. Cole, what are you seeing on that play?
They went in, they looked like they were going to go right, and then they moved in left. It was just wide open field.
Yeah, great patience there to let those blocks set up as they take the early advantage here, 6-0, before this ball is kicked.
Cascade really does not want to lose their what is it? I don't know. They got 8 wins, and they haven't lost once, and they ain't going to want to lose that quite yet.
Number 81, Brogan Trump able to kick that one through, and what a run there for Savani. Blazing speed, just burning that Stars defense. And now the Stars are on their toes here to begin this game. I think all momentum has been killed here for the Stars. Come out. I mean, they got one first down that last drive, but then were completely stood up on their second possession offensively. We'll see if they can bounce back here offensively. But this Cadet defense looks strong after that first down. Maybe catching their breath a bit, and now they can figure out something offensively. We'll see what they do here.
This is a huge issue for the Stars, having Dylan and Jacob being stopped. Jacob has the most rushing yards at 165 yards per game, and if he's going to be stopped here, they're going to have their most usable person not being able to do anything, and they have to rely on Dylan a lot more, who only has 37 yards per game for receiving. It's going to be really interesting to see how this is going to play out and how Weibo's going to respond.
Very, very true. This ball is going to be kicked off here. I believe number 72 for the Cadets. Gabriel Glaze is on to kick this one away. Glaze's kick is a very strong one as it bounces out of the hands of Dylan Sheets, but he's able to recover that and take it up here past his 10. There's a flag down as he makes it just past the 20, so good return there to get him further than what would have been a touchback. So great job to recover that muffed punt or kickoff initially and bring it back for some positive yards. We'll see what this play here or this flag here is.
The rest are talking. I'm very, very interested to see what the flag is. It might have been a block in the back or something.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. And that's exactly what it is. Western Boone is going to have to back up here after that illegal block in the back. So they not end up getting that touchback, and maybe now they should have. But you can't blame Dylan Sheets for that. He was just trying to make a positive play and ended up doing that. But to no avail as they are going to be set up here right at the 10-yard line. So definitely a daunting task here for the Stars after especially that first drive, not even able to complete a pass. And that is looking to be what they're going to have to do if they want to string together some drives here offensively.
Yeah, Stars are already in their own red zone. Hopefully they can get a throw out here. But no, they run it. Yeah,
they give it to Smith, and it does not work out. Met right at the line of scrimmage for the second time tonight. And now it's going to be 2nd and 8. He's able to pick up some positive yardage there, able to blast through at least one defender, but is then rallied and taken down. This is a strong defensive unit that we're seeing here for the Cadets, definitely in the run game. They've had some open receivers for the Stars, but the throws have not been there, so this defensive line is kind of carrying this defensive unit quite a bit as they're able to pressure the quarterback on all throws and definitely meet Smith in the backfield.
Yeah, the Weibo is going to have a really hard time trying to get Smith to go anywhere when the defense is hitting them over and over again. And again, Smith is their best run. I mean, that's how they get across the field is runs.
Yeah, so he's definitely a workhorse. He propels that offense like no other on this team can. And him being stopped on this game, he's got to be scary if you're a Western Boone fan.
It's going to be really daunting for Weibo and how they can succeed through this.
3rd and 4 here for the Stars after a minimal gain there on 2nd and 8. Smith gets the give here again and is going to be brought down short of the first down yardage that they needed. And now that's going to bring up what looks to be 4th and 4. Maybe not. Maybe 4th and 1. Yeah, here for the Stars. Is Pelly going to go for this? That'd be a very gutsy call here if Justin Pelly and this Stars offense go for it, and that is exactly what it looks like they're going to do. 6 minutes left to play here in this first quarter, and they are going for it.
I believe they're going to try and have him jump first, and then after that, I think it's only 4th and 1, so I don't think it's too gutsy, but I think that they should be able to do okay.
Yep, and he's going to pick it up, so they didn't even try to get the false start from that defense, but they're able to pick it up, so very gutsy play calling. If that ball was turned over, the Cadets would be set up in the red zone, and you do not want that to happen, especially with the run defense we've been seeing with these Stars. Has not been up to par with the Cadets' running game, and they haven't even tried to pass it yet. As I said, the Cadets are a pass-heavy team, and they couldn't even stop the run last time. So we'll see. We'll see if these Stars can stay out there and extend this drive.
Also notice that Weibo took 4 downs to get the flags moving over. Well, Cascade's only really got to take 1.
Yeah. Capriva's pass is taken in by number 8, Malachi Christie, who is blasted by the Cadet defense. What a hit there. Number 27 there for the Cadets, Tim Turner Jr. Great hit there, and that's able to stop him for a negative yardage there on 1st and 10. So now they're going to be set up with a 2nd and 12 as Christie's going to come off the field here for the Stars.
Weibo's trying that throwing game. I mean, honestly, I would too. That's kind of your best bet right now, is to try and get some passes out and hopefully get from A to B a little bit faster. Very,
very true. Smith gets the give here on 2nd and 12 and is fighting forward. Strong running displayed there by Smith as he's going to push them up around 4 yards, I believe, here. So now Stars set up a little bit better here for 3rd and 7 now. After that good gain there and strong running there. Cole, I don't know about you. If I'm Pele, I think the biggest hole he has to fill here is that offensive line. They have to step up if they want any chance to win this game. This defensive line is a tough task if you're in the trenches of the O-line, but they got to figure out a way to give Smith some more running room as, wow, close to being caught there by Sawyer, and that was a hard hit there to jar that ball loose as looks like he is slow to get up here.
And we've got an injury on the field. We will be back with you after this quick break.
The Jamestown Lions Club is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports in the entire Western Boone community. Contact President John Waymeyer at 765-481-7917 for more information on how you can help support the mission of the Jamestown Lions Club. The Jamestown Lions Club, a great place to call home.
We're back here at Western Boone after the Stars were stood up on 3rd and 7. Again, we have a player down for the Stars. I believe number 22, Bo Sawyer, is down, but he is being looked at and examined by medical professionals on the sideline. Cole, what are you thinking for the Stars here? Do you think they go for it again on 4th down, as we've seen earlier in this drive? They were able to pick it up the last time, but again, it was 4th and 1 and not 4th and 7, so they can't just run this one out, I don't believe.
I'm pretty sure they are going to go ahead and punt it. I don't really see too much of an other option. Other than to go punt it without it being a really ballsy mistake here. I got to ask you is, what do you see the future of this game being, knowing that Cascade's already got 7 points up and we only have 4 minutes left in the first quarter?
If I had to put money on it right now, I'd say Cascade continues this trend as this momentum for the Stars has been killed going into this game. But I think one more thing you have to think about here is if Sawyer's not able to punt this ball away here for the Stars, because he's their main punter, he's a very big piece for the Stars. If he's not able to continue throughout this game, that might be scary for the Stars to have to try and punt it with a backup punter or not having their favorite wide receivers out there. If he's not able to continue for this game, that might prove to be a challenge for the Stars' offense, as they are still battling. Again, most of their offensive looks have been more passes than we've seen in the past, and they want to have all the weapons they can have out there with their wideouts. Yeah. So we'll see what they do here. But I think the main thing I've seen throughout this game is the Cadets' defense. They've shown up like we said we were anticipating to see, and they have not disappointed whatsoever. Very strong showing here for the Cadets. We'll be back after this quick break.
The McDonald Realty Group is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports. Give Matt and the rest of his Talk to Tucker team a call for all your real estate needs. Proudly serving all of Central Indiana with offices in Zionsville. Go with the experienced team. Go with the McDonald.
And we are back here at Western Boone after that injury there for the Stars. Bo Sawyer's walking off to the sideline now. It looks like he's going to be all right as this punt unit for the Stars is on. Remember, Sawyer is their punter as they had to bring on, I believe, is 82, I want to say, for the Stars. I'm not sure if that is correct or not. But we'll see what this backup punter here for the Stars can do as that ball is muffed. And that is going to turn the ball over inside the red zone. So, again, Cole, I was saying this before. You got to be scared here if Sawyer's out because punting is a very slept-on specialty, and people think it's just, they just have to kick the ball. But as we saw there, one mistake can be extremely costly, as we just saw there, as they are now set up inside the 20-yard line, inside the red zone, to try and extend their lead to 2 touchdowns.
Now, you do got to remember that Weebo is only down 7 points, so they might be able to come back from this if their defense goes up astronomically in the next couple of seconds here.
Yeah, by no means are they out of this as Parrish looks right and flips that ball to number 4 there for the Cadets.
It's a fumble.
And that ball is fumbled. And the Stars have possession. What a job there by the Stars, able to go and rip that ball right out of the hands of the defense. Let's take a look at that one more time. That was number 4, Marcus Hobson on the fumble as, wow, what a hit there by, I believe, number 20 for the Stars. Leighton Yancey with that hit. Holy cow.
And with the defense just coming right on back, that they've sized up their opponents and they're ready to take them on, I believe.
Yeah, that was shaping up to be a great play. But before that hit by Yancey arrived, that was a very good play drawn up, and the Stars were able to stuff it and stop it. Not afraid to go out and make a hit like that.
They are still in their own red zone, though, only 2 yards away from their own end zone.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting to see what they plan to do.
Smith met right at the line of scrimmage once again, as we've seen time and time again this game. Able to still pick up some positive yardage there for the Stars. So some clutch running there for Smith, able to avoid that safety, as he definitely could have ended up with that if he wasn't coming out of the gate strong.
All right, they get lined up again.
Capriva now, pistol formation here, gives it off to the back. I believe that was Jacob Smith, and it was. And he's able to pick up some pretty solid yardage there. It's going to set up a 3rd and 6 here now for the Stars. Cole, do you agree with this play calling here for the Stars offensively?
Offensively, I don't necessarily do. I think we got to take the risk and pass it more often. The runs just aren't going to be able to get there. I know that the running is basically what Weebo does, and that's their strong suit, but it's just not working.
Very, very true. They have had their struggles with the rushing game here in this quarter. We'll see if they can turn that around here in the second. Capriva fires it here. That's McLean. That ball comes out on the hit, and Cascade falls on it. And the Cadets have possession here. So back-to-back fumbles for both teams here as the possession goes back to the Cadets as number 55 for Cascade, Bentley McKellen, was able to fall on that ball and pick it up now for the Stars. Great job there by the Cadets, able to punch that ball from McLean's hands, as that would have been a big hitting play and moved the chains for the Stars, but instead results in a turnover. Very, very costly mistake there for the Stars, and we'll see if the Cadets can actually capitalize on it this time.
This may be why Pelly doesn't want to throw, is because of the chances of dropping the ball.
So yeah, something like that happening. I believe number 13 there for the Cadets, Dayton Mink, on that run there. Looked like a fullback dive there, and it worked to great lengths as the offensive line propelled him forward to pick up crucial yardage.
They're in the red zone here. They're almost 10 yards away.
Trebley hands it off here to number 1, who is going to be hit right at the goal line, but get in. That's Luke Farmer as the Cadets take a 13-0 lead in this first quarter as they capitalize on the crucial fumble from the Stars. So, wow. What are you seeing here, Cole?
I'm seeing a lot of back and forth. Again, Weibo, Cascade was there. Western Boone went ahead and matched him up and took it, and then the Cascade defense rematched the offense and got the ball back. And now here they are getting a touchdown and kicking it in.
Yep, Brogan Trump there able to extend their lead by an extra point and make it a 14-0 ball game. Let's take a look at that touchdown once again for the Cadets. Yep, they fake the fullback dive once again and give it to Luke Farmer, who is able to just basically walk in. He was hit at the goal line, but it only propelled him further forward. Cole, what do you think has been Western Boone's main struggle defensively trying to stop this team?
I'm not exactly. I can't completely tell what the main defensive problem is, other than I think that the defense are just having trouble blocking up those holes. Yeah,
very, very true. They have definitely capitalized on the gaping holes left by that offensive line. So I think, honestly, Cascade's a biggest hitter from both an offense and defensive perspective are those big boys up front. That offensive line and that defensive line have really just allowed their skill players to play to their best performance and pick up those huge chunks of yardage that we've seen time and time again. As this Stars defense looks rattled throughout this game. They're going to have to step it up if they want any chance to bounce back and win this game.
It is still only 14-0, though, and we're still in the first quarter, so Weibo still has as good a chance as any to try and get those touchdowns.
Yeah, this game is nowhere near over. I did not want that to be the intent by that last message. Western Boone is by no means out of this game, but they will be out of this game if they continue to play at this level against this Cadet team, as Dylan Sheets is stopped behind the 20, and very physical play there for the Cadets, but there is no flag on that play, so the Stars will set up here behind the 20 for 1st and 10. Third offensive possession here for the Stars, or I believe the third, maybe fourth after that fumble, but they've had little to no success whatsoever offensively. And Cole, I mean, they've had one completion through the air that resulted in a fumble, but I really don't think that tells the true narrative of the passing game so far here for the Stars. They've had a lot of close looks and close incompletions, but have still mainly stuck to the run. We'll see what they do here on 1st and 10. They are going to fake it to Smith, and Capriva is going to get blasted right at the line of scrimmage. We have a lot of shoving going on from both sides as this game is getting very physical. Looks like number 3 there for the Cadets, Braxton Lewis, stumbling off to the sideline as they're going to have to look at him. Maybe a little bit of an injury here, maybe just rattled up. We'll see. But they bring on a new player to sub him out, and now the Stars are going to be set up with, I believe, a 2nd and 7, maybe a 2nd and 6 here to continue this drive.
It's definitely going to be really interesting. Notice that Weibo has started out their last 3 drives in the red zone, so hopefully they'll find a way to get out of the red zone on this drive.
Very, very true. They got to push it up here if they want any chance to stop them defensively, as they cannot allow them to get the ball at midfield anymore. If they're going to punt it, they at least got to make sure they're punting it deep into their territory. Pitch it out here to Dylan Sheets, and he's going to try and turn the corner on the Cadet defense, and just barely cannot, as he is pushed out of bounds by the Cadets. Strong pursuit tackle there for the Cadets. A great look defensively there. That's what you want to see as a Cadet fan from this defense, staying strong, not getting too cocky or too laid back up 2 scores here early. Dylan Sheets really displayed the speed on that one as he was able to beat one defender from that sideline, but to no avail against that second, as he had he used that angle of pursuit to come down with the tackle there.
All right, it's 3rd and 4th. Capriva's in shotgun.
Capriva looking right side, firing, finds Leighton Yancey on that right sideline, who's able to get a good gain there on 3rd and 4 and move the chains there for the Stars. That's the kind of play you want to see. The offensive line held up, looked great. Capriva had plenty of time in the pocket to make that decision as that curl route works to perfection, as Leighton Yancey is able to just skirt right out of bounds and pick up that 1st down. So Cole, what do you think with that pass offense? What do you like to see that more, or do you think they go back to the run now as they've got this defense kind of on their heels?
I would love to see that more. We are starting to make some yardage here. We're out of the red zone for the first time in 2 drives. I'm really thinking that that's the route that we need to be going.
Number 55 there for the Cadets on that tackle. That's Bentley McKellen. We've seen him multiple times today. He was the one who came up with that fumble recovery from the Stars after that hit from McLean, and he's able to stuff that run for a loss of 2 yards on 1st and 10. So, yeah, I mean, this defensive line, especially powered by McClellan, really from the Cadets, is stopping Jacob Smith. They are doing what they need to do if they want to win this game. Smith has had no holes offensively, and this Western Boone offensive line is going to have to step up to get that run game going. Smith gets the give again and is met right at the line once again as he's able to maybe pick up a yard, if that. Able to get right back up to that line of scrimmage. Cole, what do you think the Stars need to be doing here offensively to push this ball down the field?
Well, Nate, I'm looking at the defense side on Cascade here, and Cascade has a significant number of, or just the ability to get into Weibo's territory and to be able to sack their opponents. So I'm really thinking that Weibo's going to really want to keep their O-line ready, and the O-line's going to have a really difficult time doing their best to keep Cascade out, as the records show, not as this game, that even Timmy and Toby both have 8 and 5 sacks each. So it's really going to be difficult to see just how they're going to keep Cascade out.
Yep, Western Boone tries to pass it there on 3rd and 8, and that ball is dropped there by Leighton Yancey. Good pass over the middle by Capriva, just in and out of the hands of Yancey.
Looks like they're going to punt it up here.
Yeah, really no choice. They do not want to risk turning the ball over, as that offensive drive kind of lost its wheels at the end there.
I think the hope for Weibo is kind of just to punt it and then be able to get it back somehow.
Sawyer still not on for the punt, as that one's very close to being blocked, but is not. And that is a solid punt there by the backup, as that one's going to be right around the 25-yard line. Very strong punt there by number 86 for the Stars, Austin Cummins. What a punt there. And that's what I said at the beginning of the drive. That's at the very least what they need to be doing offensively if they want to stay in this game. They cannot allow their punts to make it to midfield. They have to push that ball down further to give their defense a chance even to step up and make the plays they need to make to force a stop.
Absolutely.
I think this is the first fair test we'll see for the Stars defense throughout this game. I mean, the Cadets offense has been blessed with great field positioning, and that's not even to take anything away from them. They've moved the ball great in that short field, but this will be the first real test for that offense and see what they can do. Number 12, Jackson Parrish is still in. And that pass is dropped. Number 5, Toby Savani was the intended receiver there. Great defense there by number 2, Kane Reed for the Stars. Cole, do you like that play calling there, or do you want them to go back to the run, which has worked earlier in this game?
If you're Cascade right now, you're sitting here going, why aren't we running? The running has worked several times when we're up there in those field positions, and the defensive line could really make some gaps. So I think running is going to be your best play. And here they are going again, already getting about 15 to 20 yards.
Fast running there by number 12, Jackson Parrish on that design quarterback run. He's going to get up to the 45-yard line. Very strong running, and he's able to juke out multiple defenders. Great blocking there by the Cadets. You'd love to see that. A full team effort there. It may be Parrish who is the one with the ball there, but that was a full team effort. He would have been hit sticked by that defensive group by the Stars if it wasn't for that run. But maybe I spoke too soon, as this might go back with a holding call. We'll see.
After the play was over, personal foul on the offense. Will remain a first down after the 15-yard penalty.
So it looks like it was a flag after the play, and that is going to be on the Cadets. So this ball is going to go back, but no foul play during the play. So it was strong blocking, as I was saying. But so the Stars defense kind of gets away with one there as they are set back now with a 1st and 10.
They'll be back at the 32-yard line, but here they go. They're running it again.
Yep, that's number 13 there. Dayton Mink getting his second carry of the game, I believe. Again, he's playing that fullback position. He's a He's a big dude, 6'1", 220. Yep, fullback and linebacker. So they've got, they got that 220-pound frame just blasting through that defense for the Stars, and it's worked great for them so far. We'll be back after this quick break.
My name is Michael Behrens, and I'm a current meteorologist at WZZM-TV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I bought this advertisement simply to support the awesome work that the Western Boone radio TV program does and the opportunities it provides to students. In fact, that's how I got my start in television. Without this amazing program, I would not be where I am today. So please, do what you can to support this unique program and the students who dedicate so much to make it a success. Thanks for watching WBTV.
We are back here at Western Boone after the timeout, and these Stars are on their heels a bit. Excuse me, not the timeouts. After the end of the first quarter, and these Stars fans are starting to get a bit worried here as their Stars are slipping 14-0 Cadets right now, as the Cadets have the ball and are pushing this ball with relative ease. 2nd and 2 now. Close to midfield, right at the 39-yard line. We'll see what they do here. Flip the ball out, number 5 there for the Cadets.
And
Toby
he
Savani.
is going.
And wow, what a pickup there for the Cadets, showing off that speed. They have a mix of speed and power with Savani and Mink in that backfield, and it's worked well. A little flip play there, and he is able to just speed through that defense from the Stars. Good tackle there by Quentin Westerfeld, not letting him get past him and potentially score there. And they go right back to him here on 1st and 10, and he's able to break a couple tackles before being wrapped up and brought down by number 2, Kane Reed. Strong tackle there, not letting him get away and not allowing a touchdown there. But wow, great bit of work there by Toby Savani for the 2nd play in a row. These Stars have got to figure out the run, and Cole, you were right. They really should have been running it maybe on that first play as it worked. But they throw it here with Parrish, who had a guy open, but it was a tough look there as he was on the run outside of the pocket. A good pressure there by the Stars. 55, David Puckett with the pressure there on Parrish.
I'm looking at the run stats here, and Mink usually only has about 61 yards, and Smith usually has about 165, but it looks like the tables have turned in this matchup. It looks like that Mink is going to take Smith's spot, and Smith's going to take Mink's spot.
Yep. So Brady Trebley had a tough throw there. I apologize. I was calling him Parrish on that one. My sheet was a bit messed up there, but Trebley has had a solid game so far throughout this game, but none like Savani as he gets the give again on 2nd and 10, and now it's going to bring up what looks to be a 3rd and, I believe, 4 now for the Cadets. Trebley gives it off here to Mink. That's that power and speed combo I was talking about, and he is going to get in. What a run there by the Cadets. Touchdown for Cascade, and that pushes their lead to 20 now, 20-0, as they are firing on all cylinders, both offensively and defensively, as they are up 3 touchdowns now to the Stars. Cole, this is looking bleak for the Stars. They've got to figure out something defensively to stay in this game.
They really, really do. If they're going to try and stay in this game, they're going to really have to, at least after this kick here, do their best to try and get some points on the board as best as they can, hopefully in the next quarter or even this quarter.
Yeah, Brogan Trump's kick is good there, and that's going to push it up to 21-0. Let's take a look at that touchdown once again. And as I was saying, this Western Boone defense is going to have to anticipate the run game a little bit better there. Quentin Westerfeld was able to hit Mink right as he was getting close to that line of scrimmage, or goal line, apologies. Right as he was getting close to that goal line, but the power of Mink is just enough to bowl through Westerfeld and end up with that score. So I really like the run game that Cascade has set up. I kind of wrote off their run game a bit coming into this game, saying they were more of a pass-heavy offense, but clearly I was wrong, as the combo of Mink's of Mink and Savani has been working flawlessly to kind of cook up this Stars defense so far. Cole, what do you like to see out of that Cascade offense throughout this game?
On the Cascade offense side, I'm really loving to see their runs, how they're able to open some holes up and get their runners through. On the Western Boone's offense, I'm watching a lot more of their throws and how their throws are working out great.
Yeah, I think Western Boone is definitely going to have to look more to pass this this game, as their run game has been depleted almost completely, as Smith has had no luck trying to push that ball up the field. Kick here by number 72, Gabriel Glaze, is a strong one, and that's taken in by number 7, Dylan Sheets. Finds a bit of the seam up that right side and is taken down just past the 35-yard line. So flashing the speed there, as we've seen before in this game, as he's taken that ball in right around that, behind the 15-yard line, is able to push it up and set up this Stars offense where they need to be, right around that 37-yard line. So they got to figure out something offensively, Cole. If they want any chance to come back in this game, they've got to figure it out. They don't want to be set up into that locker room down a huge margin. So they've got to put some points on the board here for sure to get back into this game.
And they're off.
Looks like they gave it here to Smith from the backfield, who's able to pick up some solid yardage there.
Now, you also have talked about this earlier in the game, that Cascade is ranked 39th in Indiana. However, Western Boone's ranked 131. Mm-hmm. This is going to be, again, from the start, we knew this was going to be a really interesting matchup, how this was going to work. But with Cascade being first in the conference, I wonder if they're going to be able to stop the ball here and get another touchdown.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what they end up doing here. As Capriva fires on that right side, and that one's going to be incomplete, intended there for McLean. Once again, he was double covered there, so maybe best it was a bit of a lower throw, tucked in and away, closer to that sideline. So the offensive struggles all around here for the Stars. The run on first down was able to pick up 4 yards, which is really what you want from your back. 4 plus 4 plus 4. You get that in third down, they're going to pick up the first down. So they got what they wanted out of the run game, but this pass game recently has not been working either for the Stars, and I don't think Pelly's filled with a ton of confidence after that fumble there a couple drives back. We'll see what they do here as they give it to Smith. Looked to be a read option there with Capriva, and maybe he made the wrong read there as Smith was able to bowl through with more defenders on him, but Capriva was met right at the line of scrimmage and brought down for what looked to be a loss of yardage.
Loss of 1. Western Boone is a really heavy running game. Jacob Smith getting 165 yards per run, and Dylan Sheets, the top receiver, getting only about 37 yards. Cascade is a very even play with getting about 72 yards with Marcus for receiving, and when rushing is 61. They're a lot. Cascade just has...
Oh, and that kick is blocked there from Cascade. But, wow, good job there by Austin. We'll see who got the ball, and it looks like it was Cascade. Cascade is going to recover this ball off of the blocked punt. And wow, what a play there by the Cadets! I'm a little shocked that they got that ball back. It looked like Austin was able to jump onto that ball and bring it down. But Cummins was not able to come up with it, as it looked like one of the Cadets was able to dive on that ball first. And now they're going to be set up right around that 30-yard line. So less than 10 yards away from the red zone as they pitch it back to Savani, who pitches it now to number 1 there for the Cadets. That's Farmer, and he is going to be brought down deep into the Stars territory, as that is going to move the chains and bring them into the red zone. So
Malachi Christie actually got him down on the Weibo side, number 8, over there. If he wasn't there, I think he would have easily picked up another 5 or 10 yards.
Yeah, strong tackle there by Christie. Great job to limit the damage on that 1st and 10. As now Trebley motions over his receiver, number 5, that's Savani, who gets the toss there, moves and turns the corner, and is so close to that pylon, but is brought and pushed out of bounds just before. So now this is going to be definitely a tougher task there for the Stars defense as they look to have a goal line stand.
Yeah, Levi Adkins with that final push to get him out of there and just make sure that he didn't make it all the way in.
Yeah. Great work there by Adkins to stop that touchdown, but We'll see if number 13 in that backfield, Mink, for Cascade, gets the give. And I believe, yes.
It is a touchdown.
It is a touchdown. Mink is able to get in, as I was about to say. Play went right as I was trying to explain it a little bit, and Mink is able to power through and score that touchdown. All 220 pounds of him is able to make it into the end zone. I've been saying this throughout this game, and I'm going to continue to praise them as they've done a great job. Savani and Mink have been that dynamic duo to power Cascade to a 27-0 lead early on into this second quarter in this first half.
Weibo is doing so much better defensively as well. As earlier they were giving up like 20-yard runs, and now it's like they're limiting the damage a lot more now. It's really good to see.
Yes, it's still not what you want to see as a Stars fan. Is they just scored once again, so now it is 28-0 after Trump's kick is good. So it's looking scary for a Stars fan here, Cole. They've got a tough mountain to climb.
They really, really do. With it being 28-0, that's a couple of not a little bit more than touchdowns. So we'll be back after this quick break here.
Whether you are a first-time home buyer or a long-time investor, Moody & Company is there to support you throughout the buying and selling process. Give Weibo grad Jordan Moody and his team a call at 765-336-1622. Let Moody & Company take all the stress out of buying or selling your next home.
I feel like they're really true. We're back here at Western Boone after another score, as we've seen time and time again from Cascade. As now it's 28-0, so this mountain that the Stars are going to have to climb to come back into this game is looking more and more challenging. As now number 72 there for Cascade, Gabriel Glaze kicks this one away and is taken in by Dylan Sheets, who runs it up, trying to find a seam up that left side. That speed is showing, and he is brought down by number 9 there from Cascade. Physical play there.
Yeah, Dylan up there thought he had an opening and went for it, and then Cascade just dropped back and dropped him down.
Yeah, very, very close to being a very damaging run there. And I mean, at this point, you got to score almost every drive. Whether it's a field goal, touchdown, you just got to put points on the board if they want to scrap their way back into this game. Capriva hands it off here to Smith, who is met right at the line, as we've seen time and time again. That is not what they want to see from their back and from their big guys up front. This defensive line from Cascade has been a huge factor in contributing to limiting that run game.
Watching that play a little bit closer, it's almost like the runner is kind of going against his own men, because the O-line they're not able to get that hole out. Cascade's doing such a good job blocking up all the openings.
Very, very true. Capriva now pistol formation once again. Sheets is motion over on the right side, and he's going to try and keep it himself, and it's not going to work out by any means, as that ball is going to stay right at that line of scrimmage. This is scary stuff to see if you're a Stars fan, as it is now 3rd and 9 coming into this game.
Stars here really need to start throwing the ball again. It's honestly one of their only ways of gaining a lot of positive yards really quickly. The run game is just not working for them.
Very, very true. Back-to-back runs stuffed right at the line, and now they're going to be set up with a more daunting task.
They got 4 wide receivers here.
Capriva firing, finds McLean, and that ball comes out once again. I believe that was an incomplete pass there as it came out right as the hit came in, but still very scary to see once again the bobble there by McLean.
Weibo's just not being able to bring the ball all the way in. The throws are working. We're just not bringing the ball in all the way.
Yeah, very, very true. Hard hits from this Cascade defense, as they know how to rattle that offense once that ball comes in, and it has worked well, as they already have a forced fumble in the red zone. Stronger little punt there by Cummins, and that takes a bad bounce, but is taken in by Dylan Sheets, so they're going to be set up right around the 35-yard line. That punt was not done much justice with that bounce, so not a bad punt there, but not the yardage you want to see if you're the defense for the Stars.
This is going to be a really interesting game for the rest of one. I'm curious if Weibo's going to be able to scrap in some points and be able to kind of get close to Cascade, or if Cascade's just going to take the game completely. Yeah,
we will see from the rest of this, but if this game goes anywhere like it has, it is not going to be a close one, as Western Boone's already down 4 scores here early on. The screen pass is caught on that left sideline. Number 1 there.
Luke Farmer.
Yep, Luke Farmer with the catch, but it is brought down by multiple defenders there, so good job by the Stars rallying to that football to make that strong tackle there. Not a bad look there, but just not the result they were hoping to get there. But still positive yardage, and that's going to set them up with a 2nd and 4. This ball is flipped over. Farmer once again up that right side. Great blocking there by the Cadets, and he's going to find a seam.
20,
great blocking there, and he is
10-5
in! Touchdown, Cascade. Great blocking there by number 22, JT Rochong, able to propel that ball further down that field. What a run there by Luke Farmer. Just stellar blocking all around by the Cadets, able to power that ball in. Wow, I'm shocked.
He had 2 guards with him, just making sure that no one got to him. And I was looking at the Weibo defensive spot, and they had everybody up front. They had no one in zone coverage back there.
Yeah, they definitely anticipated the run pretty well with a lot of linebackers out there, but just not enough safety help to really stuff that run. The kick there by Trump is good, as the score is now 35-0. Cascade. Cole, what are you seeing on this run?
I'm seeing Cascade's doing a multitude amount of runs, and even right here, they just had enough people to block in so that they could get the touchdown.
Yeah, they needed more safety help from the Stars there. More safeties definitely would have prevented that run. But you can't even blame the play calling there, as they did have the correct formation. They had a lot of linebackers there, but were just hit early on with those blocks, as that defensive line and linebacker corps just has to be a little bit better about anticipating that pressure to an extent and really stuffing that run. So for once again tonight, Cascade is on to kick this ball away, and we'll see what this return team for the Stars can do to set this this offensive unit up with some better field positioning.
I think the best chance they've really got here is possibly catching the ball and running. I've seen that they've been able to gain a lot of yardage with that, so maybe a good field position can really help the Stars out.
Yeah, again, Sheets is very close to breaking off a huge run last time, so we'll see if he can do something close to that again. Glaze now on to kick this one away. And wow, strong kick there from Glaze, as that one is bobbled just a bit there by Malachi Christie, who's still able to take that one in and is brought down just past the 20-yard line. So better than him letting that ball go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So a stronger run there for the Stars. What you like to see from a guy like Christie is it didn't even look like Sheets was back there, so maybe a different look from the return team, but still past the 20-yard line now for the Stars, so not bad field positioning here by any means, but definitely not great and not what they have been needing offensively to really give this game a chance.
Nate, what do you think's going on with the O-line up here for Weibo?
I'm not sure. I think they're just getting out-powered by this defensive line, as they are a huge unit up there, and that's what we're going to see here. But it looked like it was a design screenplay as Yancey's able to pick up a couple yards there for the Stars. But as I was saying, like this defensive line here for the Cadets is led by none other than Bentley McClellan, 6'4", 280 pounds. Holy cow, I would hate to have to be that center or guard trying to block someone that big and that powerful, as we saw it there, as he was able to tear through that offensive line for the Stars, alongside number 75, Jacob Healy, who's also 250 pounds, almost 6 foot tall.
And he gets out.
Wow, strong running there by Smith, and we have not seen something like that from the Stars. These Stars fans are fired up. They're loving a run like that from their main guy, Jacob Smith. And wow, that was the holes that the
gained-
Stars are going to have to create as he was able to break multiple tackles here. So very strong running there by Smith.
Smith there gained 18 yards from that one play.
Yeah, very, very good run. And that's what the Stars have been able to do throughout this year. As I've said again, over 1,000 yards so far this year by Smith, as he has been, again, their main workhorse. And we've just saw some of those flashes here tonight. Capriva fires this one over the middle, and that is taken in by Dylan Sheets. A good tackle there by number 1 Farmer to bring Sheets down and limit that damage. He is a great rack receiver, as he's able to pick up a lot of yards after the catch. Yeah, you gotta like that look from the Stars. That one looks to be going back.
Yeah, Farmer there on that last one was able to not only tackle him but get the ball loose, so it was an incomplete.
Apologies there, I did not see that, as this ball is going to be brought down after a pretty solid gain there from the Stars.
It's going to be 3rd and 7 now. No, I've been Western Boone Pro throw today, but they've also shown that they can run it, so I'm really interested to see what they're going to do here to try and get that first down.
Yeah, Pelly definitely having quite a bit more success this drive, at least with the run game, and it has been working so far. But now 3rd and 7 for the Stars, definitely a more risky pass or more risky chance to run here. So I would be anticipating pass if I'm this Cascade defense, but I guess we'll see. This ball is flipped out here to Yancey after the fake give, and he's going to be brought down short of the first down yardage. And
looks like a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th and 4.
Looks like the Stars are staying out there offensively, so no punt team yet. And it looks like that's the way it's going to stay out there for the Stars.
Pelly is really wanting some points on the board.
Yeah, you can't blame him. 4 minutes left. Why not go for it? This game has not gone his way whatsoever, and he wants to change that here.
We got 4 minutes and 15 seconds left of this half so far before it comes in, and
this play's called dead, and they might punt this ball away. Timeout by Western Boone here, and we'll be back after this quick break.
On the Go Catering proudly supports Weibo Athletics. Based right here in Boone County, On the Go Catering can handle all of your catering needs, big or small. Beautiful charcuterie trays and grazing tables offer your guests a dazzling display of fresh food items. On the Go offers a variety of menus for corporate events and outings. On the Go can handle your important wedding day meal and appetizers, as well as rehearsal dinners and showers. For a unique guest experience, On the Go also offers 2 food trucks with custom menus. Did you know On the Go also does live grilling events? We bring the grill to you. Boxed lunches, taco tables, barbecue pork, brisket, and more. Give us a call for all your catering needs at 765-577-1589. That's 765-577-1589.
We are back here at Western Boone after that timeout by the Stars and his pistol formation for the Stars. As it looks like Jack Mallory's going to get the give, and he's going to pick up that first down yardage that they needed on 4th down. And a flag comes out here. Maybe a face mask on that tackle, or maybe a block in the back. We'll see. But, wow, blazing speed there by Mallory as they kind of faked the give there to Smith, who got some great blocks and is able to open up a seam on that left side.
Gained an amazing 15 yards from that run.
Yeah, they needed 3 at least to pick up the first down, and that's exactly what they do. Yep, that's exactly what I thought it was. Face mask on Cadets. So this ball is pushed up even further as this Stars offense is starting to get some momentum here. The first time we've seen it here tonight. Cole, do you love that for the Stars or what? I love it from the Stars.
I love it. I think the O-line from the Stars is finally finding their grip and are able to push back. And if the Stars can continue like this and maybe even start getting touchdowns, they might be able to get this game back in their hands.
Yep, Stars with their first red zone opportunity in this game, as Quentin Westerfeld is now in at under center as he gives a give here to Smith. And Smith is going to pick up somewhat okay yardage, as these Stars fans are not happy with what happened at the end of that play, as there was multiple defenders bowling Smith to the ground. But no call there, so I guess that play was just not called down dead by the refs. So they're still sticking with Westerfeld out there. And Cole, I think they're going to have a design quarterback run here as they love to run the ball with Quentin Westerfeld in this scenario, as he has great patience while running. He is exactly going to do that and is met right at the line. He's going to go down. Strong blocking there by Jacob Smith and the rest of that offensive line group for the Stars. Cole, what do you think the play call should be here for this clutch 3rd and 7?
Well, you've had some really good runs this game, but you've also had a few good throws. I think if you change it up, make it seem like you're throwing and then run it would probably be the best possibility right now, just because they'd be expecting a throw at this point.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe a little play action pass, or maybe a play action just in general, and that is exactly what they do. Play action pass here. That throw is taken in by Leighton Yancey. What a throw there on the play action pass, and what a reception as Yancey was able to beat his defender and put the first points on the board for the Stars. This crowd is fired up on Western Boone Senior Night. Fireworks are blasting off here in Boone County as the score is now 6-35 with 2 minutes left to play here in this first half, as Fortner is now on to try and make this a 7-35 ball game. Cole, you gotta love to see that. That's the first time that passing offense has really been working for the Stars.
Weibo could really, truly do what they can here. And let's take a look at this replay on the kick here. It was absolutely beautiful.
What a pass there taken in by Yancey. You love to see that. Beat his man, and just a beautiful ball there by Brennan Capriva. Put it right on the money to his guy, Leighton Yancey, to put the first points on this board. As Stars aren't going down yet, as they are still trying to scrap their way into this game. Now down just 4 scores here in this second half, or second quarter, apologies.
We will see you after this break.
And his wife Amanda focused their feedlot operation, running about 50 head of grain-fed Hereford Cross cattle and 20 cow-calf pairs per year. Plunkett Land and Livestock is a small family-owned and operated farm providing the Western Boone community with local beef. Contact Dustin Plunkett at 765-336-9427 or email plunkettlandlivestock@gmail.com to order. We would like to thank Plunkett Land and Livestock for their support of WBTV and our live sports.
We are back here at Western Boone after that huge score by Leighton Yancey, after that beautiful play-action pass from Brennan Capriva. Put it right on the money as that offensive line held up to enable him to make that kind of throw and find Leighton Yancey once again in that end zone. As Fortner's kick here is a strong one, taken in by number 5. Savon is able to find some great yardage there and push that ball what maybe looks to be around that 30-yard line if he was not called dead before that run got even further. And it looks like he did not, so that play is good. And they're going to be up around the 32-yard line to set up this offense. And Cole, the offense got it done for the Stars. They got the ball in the end zone, and now it's up to the defense to limit the damage. They can really not allow, honestly, any more scores, as the Stars still have to put up 4 more touchdowns to claw back into this game.
Weibo now has hope. They have motivation, and they have momentum. I really think that if they really put their minds to it, they can turn this game around.
They really can. Not out of this by any means, but they're going to have to work hard to get back into this, as Trebley's pass is complete there up that left sideline and is brought down by Kane Reed of the Stars, number 2 there. 22 there for the Cadets. That's Caden Garver with that reception, and that's going to push them upfield. Trebley hands it off here to number 13. That's Mink, and he is bowling through multiple people. He's had a great game on the ground so far as he's brought down by multiple defenders there on that play. And these Cadets are in the 2-minute drill now as they're trying to push this game along.
You can see Mink really run up that left side and get about 20 yards from that.
Now it's Savani with that run, and he is brought down after around 8 or 9 yards there, as this run game has been working. 2-minute drill, as I previously stated, and now they're moving with some tempo here with only 1 minute and 45 seconds left to play. Trebley takes this one himself, finds a seam, flag is thrown, and he is brought down by the Stars after picking up the first down. But this one might come back. We'll see what the officials mark it as. And with that cadet team walking backwards, it looks like this one is going to end up going back indeed. So
Western Boone defense has got to get up there. They need to get a stop up here.
yeah,
if they're going to
tricky task for sure coming up. Yep, holding on the offensive line there. I could kind of see that one coming after there was a huge hole blown up, and these Stars have a little more momentum, so I really wasn't expecting that, and for a good reason, as this one is going to come back from holding from the Cadets.
It is now 2nd and 12. Weibo has a great chance to get a stop in here.
I think they're going to try and fake him out here and go with a run with Savani, if I had to guess, as they have 3 huge receivers here, but maybe not, as they do end up going with Savani, but it's on a screen pass on that right side, and he is able to break a couple tackles and pick up that first down. Close to that first down, maybe just a yard away here, and set up a 3rd and 1 now for the Cadets.
The Western Boone crowd was not happy about that.
Yeah, they definitely thought they had holding on that one, but the refs did not see it. And now Savani's going to get the give here and is brought down. Did he get the first down or not? We'll see where they mark him.
He did not. He lost a yard. It will now be 4th and 2.
4th and 2 now, so a great stand there by the Stars on 3rd and 1 to make him lose a yard there. And now they're going to be set up with, again, 4th and 2, and it looks like they're going to go for it. So this is definitely still scary. Not out of the woods yet, as this Western Boone crowd has showed up before the timeout. Timeout now for Cascade. Probably smart, as they were a bit rattled after that stand on 3rd and 1 to make them lose a yard here. So I think if Western Boone is able to come down with the stop here on 4th and 1, then they're definitely going to have to, I believe, air it out. I think they don't really have another option offensively. If they make this stand, they got to air it out. They got to give their guys a chance to come away with a big score going into halftime. Game clock has been reset to 40 seconds now, as this Cascade offense is going to have a little bit more time to work with. As you know, this is going to be still tricky. Even if they get this conversion on 4th down, as the Cadets, you can't really be completely confident that they're going to punch this ball in, as they've been very run heavy, and they're going to have to find a way to get out of bounds or call just a timeout to try and extend this drive, as that clock is going to continue to tick.
Well, here's the question. Is Cascade going to push through, or is Weibo somehow going to find that stop?
Yeah, both teams are very eager to get this, and I think this is going to be a design quarterback run if I had to guess here. But nope, they give it here to Mink, who is met right at the line, and I still think he got it. We'll see what the officials mark it.
They mark it as a 1st down.
Yep, 1st down here for the Cadets, so very, very close to coming back there, as the Stars were able to rally right to that football. And now this clock is ticking. 30 seconds left now for the Cadets. Lot of communication here for this offense as Savani is motioned over. Flag thrown here. I don't think he was set. But he is able to find a huge seam up that right side and is going to get in. But this one might be coming back. I'm not sure if he was really set. I'm not sure if he was set. And yeah, this one is definitely going to come back. I believe he was not set on that play and was moving. That's kind of what we saw here in this recent NFL week, as that. Yeah, illegal motion here. We've seen plays like that happen in the NFL, kill teams, and that was definitely a killer there, as that would have extended their lead by an extra touchdown coming into this as this second quarter winds down, this first half winds down.
Cascade has 15 seconds to punch it in.
Yeah, this clock might reset a little bit here, as that last play took up a lot of time. But I guess not, as this clock is ticking. 10 seconds left to play. They might just let this one tick out and go into halftime. Maybe more confusion with the clock, as this play clock stops now. Officials mark it down. I think they're going to get some time back.
Refs are coming over to talk about it.
Yep, they're going to have some officials talk about it. See what the official marking is now for the referees. So the clock will be back to 15 seconds as that play goes back. The clock should have stopped right at 15 instead of kept ticking. So now the clock is going to be 15 seconds. So now 15 seconds left for this Cadets offense to try and push this ball downfield.
And they snap.
Trebley.
It's a large throw game.
Huge throw, and he's going to find a receiver, number 22. What a throw there. JT Rushong able to come down with that ball, and that's going to extend the lead. What is happening here? 41-7 with 5 seconds left to play. The Hail Mary pass, the home run ball, it connects to extend their lead by yet another touchdown before this first half ends. So, wow, what a throw there by Trebley off his back foot, crossbody on that left side, able to find a wide open, Caden Garver.
And the kick is good.
Wide open Caden Garver, JT Rochong for a touchdown.
Let's look at this replay from that touchdown. You can see him wind back and throw deep in there where 22 catches it, and just there's 3 people on him, but they're nowhere near enough to stop him before he gets in that end zone.
Yeah, what a job there by JT to find an opening on that left side. 3 defenders were all behind him, so he just blasted through all of them. Maybe they were anticipating more of a run block there from him, but he was able to just bowl through and come in with that ball somehow. So now there's only 5 seconds left to play here after that kick is good from Brogan Trump. And now these Stars fans have got to have a deep pit in their stomach, as now it is 42-7 before this first half even ends. So the offense has been clicking, to say the least, for Cascade, and you cannot say the same here for the Stars, as they've only been able to put up 7 points here in this first half, and this defense has struggled to contain both the run and now the pass from Cascade.
All right, Cascade is getting ready to kick.
Lower kick here, maybe a bit of a squib to end this second half, or first half, apologies, and that is taken in, and he is brought down with 1 second left in this first half of action here, as these Stars are going to charge out onto the field and prepare to try and maybe push this ball downfield. We'll see what they do. Might just kneel it down and go into the locker room and try and recoup.
Well, I would 100% Hail Mary it just to have a chance to get it up there.
It doesn't look like that's what they're going to do. They're going to kind of, I believe, lick their wounds here and take a knee and go into this locker room and try and recoup and try and get their team on the same page here to try and push this game and make it closer than it really has been. They've had some flashes here in this first half, but after one half, Cascade 42, Western Boone 7. We'll be back.
WBTV would like to give a special thanks to Nick Throkeld for being a longtime sponsor of the Western Boone Radio TV class. And just like Nick's dedication to Western Boone, he's dedicated to making sure all your insurance needs are taken care of. Give Nick a call at Ellinger Riggs Insurance for all your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. That's Ellinger Riggs Insurance at 765-790-4365.
Hi, my name is Brennan Capriva, and I am a senior football player at Webo. Webo Youth Football is a proud sponsor of WBTV. The youth program has helped shape me into the player I am today. I remember watching the Friday night games and wanting to play in them, and now here I am. You can register your youth football player at WeboYouthFootball.com or scan the QR code provided. Webo Youth Football, shaping the champions of tomorrow.
On the Go Catering proudly supports Webo Athletics. Based right here in Boone County, On the Go Catering can handle all of your catering needs, big or small. Beautiful charcuterie trays and grazing tables offer your guests a dazzling display of fresh food items. On the Go offers a variety of menus for corporate events and outings. On the Go can handle your important wedding day meal and appetizers, as well as rehearsal dinners and showers. For a unique guest experience, On The Go also offers 2 food trucks with custom menus. Did you know On The Go also does live grilling events? We bring the grill to you. Boxed lunches, taco tables, barbecue pork, brisket, and more. Give us a call for all your catering needs at 765-577-1589. That's 765-577-1589.
IGH Steel is a local family-owned company that provides all of your metal cutting, powder coating, fabricating, and even all your welding needs. IGH Steel has been serving Central Indiana since 2009. Give Scott, Penny, John, and Jim Nyrider a call at 765-482-7534. That's IGH Steel.
Whether you're buying, selling, refinancing, or building your dream home, Cody Conkright and Jackie Brown at University Lending are the right choice for you. Mortgage programs change frequently. You need to make sure you're dealing with a well-informed professional. So, give Cody and Jackie a call. Their numbers are 765-376-4157 and 765-376-7102. That's University Lending, located at 209 East Market in downtown Crawfordsville.
Hi, my name is Michael Behrens, and I'm a current meteorologist at WZZM TV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I bought this advertisement simply to support the awesome work that the Western Boone radio TV program does and the opportunities it provides to students. In fact, that's how I got my start in television. Without this amazing program, I would not be where I am today. So please, do what you can to support this unique program and the students who dedicate so much to make it a success. Thanks for watching WBTV.
Whether you are a first-time home buyer or a long-time investor, Moody & Company is there to support you throughout the buying and selling process. Give Weibo grad Jordan Moody and his team a call at 765-336-1622. Let Moody & Company take all the stress out of buying or selling your next home.
Defender Pilot Service is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports. Ron Mahoy is a graduate of Western Boone and the owner. He is the right choice to keep you and your oversized loads safe on the highways. Veteran-owned and a retired law enforcement officer, Ron has been dedicated to serving our country and community for his entire life. Give him a call at 765-336-9015 or send him an email at defenderpilotservice@gmail.com.
Welcome to the Wash and Dry North.
Between our standard-size top-load washing machines and our large capacity washers, we have the capability to wash up to 79 loads of laundry at one time. I hope you never find yourself in the situation needing to wash 79 loads at once, but if you do, the Wash and Dry North has you covered. Our laundromats are cleaned daily, and all of our machines are sanitized daily. We have 2 locations in Lebanon, the Wash and Dry North, located at 2216 North Lebanon Street in the Northfield Shopping Center around the corner from the BMV, and the Indy Avenue Wash and Dry, located at 522 Indianapolis Avenue. The Wash and Dry North and the Indy Avenue Wash and Dry are open from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. 365 days a year. Both of our laundromats are locally owned and operated. We are supporters of the Western Boone Stars. Good luck, Stars.
Collins Equipment, located in Thorntown, Indiana, focuses on high-quality used tractors and farm equipment. Corn and bean planters, grain drills, discs, field cultivators, plows, balers and hay equipment, wagons and grain handling equipment, and other tillage machinery are also available. Visit them at 5887 North 500 West, Thorntown. We'd like to thank Collins Equipment for their support of WBTV and our live sports broadcasts.
The Jamestown Lions Club is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports in the entire Western Boone community. Contact President John Waymeyer at 765-481-7917 for more information on how you can help support the mission of the Jamestown Lions Club. The Jamestown Lions Club, a great place to call home.
Backroads Barbecue, located in Lebanon, is your go-to place for Texas-style barbecue, smoked slow and served fast. Whether you are wanting catfish, pulled pork, smoked brisket, or tenderloins, this is your place to go. If that isn't your style, grab some barbecue sauces or rubs to take home and use yourself. Located at 1404 West South Street in Lebanon, see them 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. We would like to thank Backrows Barbecue for their support of WBTV and our live sports broadcasts.
The McDonald Realty Group is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports. Give Matt and the rest of his Talk to Tucker team a call for all your real estate needs. Proudly serving all of Central Indiana with offices in Zionsville. Go with the experienced team. Go with the McDonald Realty Group.
This is Darnell Jones, cornerback for the Western Boone Stars. I am proud to be part of the Dover Christian Church, and I invite you to be part of our family. Worship is every Sunday at 10:15 with the kids ministry available through the 6th grade. Check out our website at dovercentral.org or by liking them on Facebook. Dover Christian Church is located at the intersection of State Roads 32 and 75 across Webo.
Pam and her daughter Jessica own and operate Jessica's on Main, located in Ladoga, offering a unique experience for each bride. At Jessica's, you'll find a variety of styles to fit every bride's taste. Jessica offers a broad selection of prom dress choices. Additionally, they carry a selection of pre-worn and discounted new dresses if you're shopping on a tight budget. Visit them at 101 East Main Street, Ladoga. We would like to thank Jessica's on Main for their support of WBTV and our live sports broadcasts.
This portion of the game is being brought to you by Wine Coop Accounting Services. Give them a call at 317-441-8135 and let them take the stress out of your taxes. Wine Coop Accounting Services has over 30 years tax experience and specializes in small business accounting financial reports. That number again is 317-441-8135.
Are you in need of septic tank help? Or do you need to rent a toilet to go? If so, Scott's Septic and Portables is where you need to be, offering multiple services such as septic tank pumping, septic tank installation, and, for those who need it, porta potty rental. With many positive reviews from previous and reoccurring customers, it is one of the finest in the county. Serving Ladoga and surrounding cities since 2014, you know you're in good hands with Scott's Septic and Portables. For all your construction portable toilet needs, call Scott's at 765-942-2086.
Hi, I'm defensive lineman Zane Sturgis, and I'd like to thank Jay's Repair Service for sponsoring WTV Sports. For all your automotive needs, contact Jason Latham at Jay's Repair Service at 765-336-9266 or stop by 213 Church Street in Thorntown.
The Home National Bank has been serving Boone County since 1901 and are now a proud sponsor of the Western Boone Radio and TV program. They offer
WBTV would like to give a special thanks to Nick Throkeld for being a longtime sponsor of the Western Boone Radio TV class. And just like Nick's dedication to Western Boone, he's dedicated to making sure all your insurance needs are taken care of. Give Nick a call at Ellinger Riggs Insurance for all your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. That's Ellinger Riggs Insurance at 765-790-4365.
Hi, my name is Brennan Capriva, and I am a senior football player at Webo. Webo Youth Football is a proud sponsor of WBTV. The youth program has helped shape me into the player I am today. I remember watching the Friday night games and wanting to play in them, and now here I am. You can register your youth football player at WeeboYouthFootball.com or scan the QR code provided. Weebo Youth Football, shaping the champions of tomorrow.
On the Go Catering proudly supports Weebo Athletics. Based right here in Boone County, On the Go Catering can handle all of your catering needs, big or small. Beautiful charcuterie trays and grazing tables offer your guests a dazzling display of fresh food items. On the Go offers a variety of menus for corporate events and outings. On the Go can handle your important wedding day meal and appetizers, as well as rehearsal dinners and showers. For a unique guest experience, On the Go also offers 2 food trucks with custom menus. Did you know On the Go also does live grilling events? We bring the grill to you. Boxed lunches, taco tables, barbecue pork, brisket, and more. Give us a call for all your catering needs at 765-577-1589. That's 765-577-1589.
We are back here at Western Boone after that first half of football wrapped up, and we are taking a look here at our halftime statistics. Again, Cascade has a huge lead on Western Boone, 42-7, and it's no surprise that they have about triple Western Boone's total yardage, 314 from Cascade and 110 from Western Boone. Passing yard-wise, holy cow, 232 coming from the air, and 30 coming from Western Boone. Not what you want to see from the Stars, only 30 passing yards, but they've had their struggles throughout the year from trying to pass the ball and push the ball downfield with the pass. 80 yards from the Stars, and again 200 from a Cascade. 7 first downs from the Stars and 13 from Cascade, so just very efficient from Cascade, picking up huge chunks of yardage and having short field, obviously, from recovered punts and fumbles and all that kind of stuff. Helps them have shorter fields, and that's exactly what you see with the possession time, as they have 6 minutes and 12 seconds in comparison to Western Boone's 17 whole minutes. Kind of crazy to think about. The lack of success they've had with how much time they've truly had the football in comparison to Cascade. Cole, what have you been seeing throughout this game?
Well, continuing on the stats train that you have, just real for a second, Cascade is 14 yards per carry. I think that's just insane. But anyways, I'm hoping to see a lot of things here in the second half. I'm hoping to see that the offense on the Western Boone side can really kick into gear, and so can the defense. Just Weebo overall needs to kick their butt in gear a little bit. And Cascade, I want to see more of those runs. I want to see more of those throws. I want to see more of those kind of like larger passes where they've been able to pull off a lot more.
Very, very true. They're big rushers in Savani and Mink. As I've said, I really like the way they're using him. They're using Mink to the best of his abilities. 6'1", 220 pounds. Again, playing that fullback position, he's really showing off his power here tonight as they kind of pair that with Toby Savani, who's only 5'10", 175. Still quite a bit of muscle on him, but just really a lot of speed, and they've used that very well to pick up a whole lot of yardage throughout that first half. So great work from definitely Cascade, and that Western Boone offense and defense really kind of looked a little more in sync there at near the end of that first half. They had that close 4th and 1 play that they just barely were able to convert on, and they had that, again, that huge touchdown, but it was answered right back by Cascade with that huge bomb to number 22, JT Rochong. So what else?
I'm looking at a few things here from the star defenders. We really need to make sure that we tackle the ball. And then from the offense, we need to draw momentum from both the last drives and the mix of solid. We just need to find a good mix of both passes and drives. Cascade, we really need to minimize those costly penalties to get them out of those tough spots from earlier when they were 4th and 2. And then finally, their offense they really need to also control the line of scrimmage.
This ball is originally muffed, but it's then taken in and ran up past the 30-yard line. He's going to find a bit of a seam, but is taken down by number 8, Malachi Christie. That was number 4 there on that return, Miles Stuckey from Cascade. And we'll see what Cascade decides to do here offensively, as they may not keep in their starters in this second half, as I'm not seeing anyone I've been used to seeing throughout this game, but maybe I'm wrong. I believe I am wrong, as the number 12, Brady Trebley, comes back after that great first half and the very good end with that huge touchdown to, again, Rochong to end that first half and send him home happy.
All right, they're getting ready to go again here.
So I'd just like to remind everyone viewing that the mercy rule is in effect, and we will have a continuous running clock. So even if the player goes out of bounds or there's an incomplete pass, this clock is going to continue to run. And we also have a delay of game for the first play here as the clock the play clock winds down on Cascade, and they're not able to snap this ball off in time. So they're backed up here, 1st and 5 now.
1st and 15.
Excuse me, yeah, 1st and 15, 5 yards back. Savani gets the give here, and he's able to pick up those 5 yarders they just lost. And now he's finding a seam up that left side, past the 50 now, and is brought down right around that 35-yard line. So huge gain there on 1st and 15. And wow, just a lot of great blocking and able to kind of walk that tightrope on that left sideline.
He ran right up the left side, gaining about 45 yards on that one run. You can really see that Cascade is doing whatever they can, just keep going.
Very, very true. Huge run there by Savani, as we've seen time and time again this drive. And it looks like he was out of bounds a little bit before what we initially had thought. But still set up almost at the 50-yard line, right at the 45. They motion over Farmer, and he's going to get the give here, go up the right sideline, and get a first down before being taken out of bounds by number 8, Malachi Christie. Good tackle there to wrap him up and bring him down, but still not what you want to see from the Stars defense, as they're getting cooked on these run plays, as they are just not able to catch up with, again, Savani and Luke Farmer, as they have had their way with their speed in this second half.
You can see Farmer up there really give a stiff arm to those people coming in behind him. That way they could keep going there.
Yeah, kind of propelled himself there a little bit with that stiff arm move. And now they have both Farmer, Mink, and Savani in the backfield. They motion over Savani, fake the give to him, and give it instead to Mink, who runs up the middle and bowls through multiple defenders to pick up another first down. So these chains move once again as these cadets are moving in their first possession here of this second half. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to play, and they're making quick work of this Stars defense as they're getting closer and closer to the red zone. Now inside the 30-yard line, just less than 10 yards away from the red zone. Cole, you got to love this if you're a Cadet fan. They're still putting up huge numbers offensively.
They're using that 14 yards per pass here, and they're just able to bring it on through every single time.
Very, very true. The give there is to Mink, and for what feels like the first time tonight, these Stars were able to meet him and meet all 220 pounds of him right at the line, and he's going to go down for a shorter gain there as he is not able to power through multiple defenders there.
It is 2nd and 6 up here.
Shotgun formation now for Trebley. We'll see what he does. Scanning left, fires, finds a receiver. That's Rochong, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. What a job by Rochong, able to shed that tackle, make that catch, and beat out number 2, Kane Reed, to the end zone, as they're going to extend their lead 48-7 on their first possession in this second half, as they come out and silence this Stars defense, who may have been trying to scrap back into this game, kind of silence them there. Cole, what did you like to see on that play?
That play was a really good play. Weibo had him. That's the part that baffles me, is that Weibo was right there. They had the legs, and they just could not keep him there. Cascade is really good about just keep going. They
very,
just keep
very
moving.
true. I feel like this game has been a lot more physical than we've really seen, and we'll take a look at that here on this replay. We'll see just how physical this really was. And yeah, 2 defenders were right there in that area. It definitely was not a formation issue. It was not a mismatch there defensively. Just they got outplayed there. They got outplayed by Rochong, and he was able to cash that in for 7 points after that trump by Brogan Trump. It is good, and now it is 49-7 with 7 minutes left to play in this second half. Cole, it is looking scary for the Stars, as this game is looking to be coming to an end here early on into this second half.
I stand by what I was saying earlier, that Weibo just needs to find a good mix of passing and a good mix of running to be able to keep up with this game and with Cascade's pace.
Very, very true. They're going to have to figure out something offensively to kind of play for pride here as this game becomes more and more out of hand. Or figure out something defensively if they want any chance to come back in this one, as they have a huge, again, as I've mentioned before, mountain to climb here. Yeah, it's not looking any better here for the Stars. That kick goes out of bounds, and that is going to be a flag on the kicking team. And so now the Stars are going to sit up here with some pretty solid field position. after Sheets makes a smart move to let that one bounce out instead of trying to pick it up and take it through multiple defenders there. So,
in this case, you get up to I believe is it 30 or 35?
I believe it looks like I thought it was the 30, but I guess it's the 35. So the Stars are now set up with some pretty good field position here, right at 35. Still not enough forward to get them anywhere near scoring position. If this offense plays anywhere near how they did in the first half, they're going to have to figure out something or change up something here. This ball is given to Smith, who is met right at the line, turns, and is able to pick up a couple yards there. Great job by Smith after that first read was not an option, met right at the line, is able to turn on his heels a bit and pick up some solid yardage there.
And get a nice, decent 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, very close to that 5 yard mark, as now Cale Scagnoli is on for the Stars. And we'll see what Justin Pelly and this Stars offense has cooked up on this 2nd and 5. Shotgun formation here for the Stars. Smith is again in the backfield. This Cadet defensive line is looking scary and looking to figure out something here. This ball is taken in by number 4, Julian McLean, on that sideline, and is taken down after a short gain there for the Stars. So good job. Good job there by the Stars, able to figure out that pass. They had not had that completion figured out before in this game, as those shorter passes have really been limited throughout. I mean, they had some completions over the middle with a deeper ball. Again, Leighton Yancey, that only score for the Stars yet in this game, and they were finally able to figure out how to get that short pass complete. This ball is pitched here to Leighton Yancey. He's able to pick up that first down and more, and he is brought down after getting past the 55-yard line. So the Stars are now set up past midfield. Cole, they're looking a lot more alive than they were in that first half. Walk me through this replay.
Again, looking at this replay, they managed to head on right, pass it down the 20, and he just stayed on the right side that entire time. They have momentum here. They have a really good chance to get in that end zone for the second time tonight here, as they are on the opposing side. Yeah,
very true. They're definitely going to have to score pretty much every single time here in this second half with this running clock, with that mercy rule in effect. They're going to have to score efficiently here in the second half to come back into this one. Capriva's pass here is caught by McLean out, and he is pushed out of that sideline by number 25, maybe 29 there, but still good tackle there. And able to push him out. But still, that's what I'm saying, these little quick hitters on those sidelines, again, twice now to McLean in this second half, has been working. They figured it out here offensively. They found what they were missing, and now are able to get, again, like you said, that they needed to do multiple looks here, not just running, not just passing, but able to have a good mix of both of them. Capriva's pass here, again, Julian McLean. He's had a big second half so far, and he is brought down after a gain of almost 20 yards there. Cole, what do you like on this?
I'm loving, and this replay shows just it, where we scroll back and we're using those throws. But we have also been running at the same time, giving Cascade a mix of emotions and trying to figure out what exactly they're going for and what we're going to play. This is the mix that I've been talking about throughout this second half so far that we needed to find, and here we are. We found it.
Very, very true. Yes, this offensive play calling has really found its rhythm here so far as they are cooking up this Cascade defense. Capriva fires a bullet to number 4, McLean, trying to get up a third hookup in a row, and that one is too high. McLean not big enough to get that ball. Again, only 5'6", but makes a good effort on that play to try and pick up that reception, but to no avail. Great defense there by the Cadets. Very, very close, very tightly guarded there on that play.
All right, they're lining back up again here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and do shotgun formation.
Yep, Smith in the backfield alongside Brennan Capriva. And passing it once again. They got a lot of confidence here, and Capriva is going to throw that one out of bounds, and it is in and out of the hands of a defender there.
I believe it was JT.
Yeah.
No, it was Brennix.
All right, well, again, very close play there, in and out of the hands, as I said, of the defender, and even if he caught it, it may not have been for much, as he was very close to that sideline. But crisis averted there offensively, as they do not get the interception, and they are going to try and dial up something here on 3rd and 10.
The issue for the Stars is we are 3rd and 10, so we got to find a way to get over there quickly.
Very, very true. Capriva drops back, fires an absolute bullet to the back of the end zone, and that one is incomplete. Intended there for Dylan Sheets, but is tightly guarded by both number 1, Luke Farmer, and number 22, JT Rochong. So good defensive coverage there in the back of the end zone. Double coverage again on their main receiver, Dylan Sheets, averaging the most yards per game for the Stars throughout this season, but was not able to find that completion there on that 3rd and 10. So now the Stars set up with a 4th and 10 here, and you almost have to go for it, as there's only a minute left here in this 3rd quarter. Again, this clock is ticking fast with this mercy rule in effect, so they're going to have to figure out something here offensively.
I'm seeing 4 wide receivers. They're dropped back.
Looks like he has Nathan Thompson open in the middle. He rolls out the right side, and did he get that first down? He was very, very close. He rolled out of the pocket on the right side.
He did not. He was a yard off.
Just barely is not able to pick up that first down, so that clutch scramble there by Capriva is just not enough to pick up that first down.
It almost looked like he was there. He just had to travel a little bit further, and he would have made it.
Very, very close there to that first down. And yeah, Capriva had maybe a man open in the middle, but there was defenders right there. And with the struggles they've had reeling these balls in and keeping them to their body, I don't blame him for not taking that option there. And instead, he decides to run it up, and it almost works.
Weibo made it again into the red zone here. I'm wondering if the defense can hold him off this time, or if Cascade will be able to continue on this 14 average run.
Yeah, looks like Cascade's going with a whole new group out there since they are up big here heading into the 4th quarter. I believe they now have number 2, Luke Austin, the sophomore quarterback DB combo in at quarterback, as we are going to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and we will be back after this quick break.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
You're back here at Western Boone after a tough turnover on downs for the Stars, as Brennan Capriva rolled out of the pocket and tried to make something happen on 4th and 10, and is coming up just short. The Stars were able to stuff this backup team for the Cadets for no gain on 1st and 10, so now we'll see what they can draw up here.
And the cheerleaders are throwing things again.
Yeah, we got the cheerleaders throwing cosmic brownies as it is now brownie time, as these Stars fans have something to look forward to here tonight.
All right, Cascade is off.
And wow, good pitch there for Cascade. And that ball's going to come out on a hit there. A hit jarred that ball loose, and that ball came out, but he was able to dive on it and collect his own fumble. We'll take a look at that once again here.
He just went on wide.
I believe that was number 21, Mason Dixon, there with that run. So very solid run there. Almost all for naught as that ball came out, but he's able to fall on it and recover his own fumble.
Man, this Weibo crowd is going crazy for these cosmic brownies.
Very, very true. 41 now gets the give, Jackson Krober, and he's able to pick up almost 10 yards there on that run. So very strong running up that right side, just around that right hash. Very strong work from this offensive line for the Cadets, as they are getting some good work out of their backups, and this is what you want to see as a Cadet fan. This is kind of the future of your team. Again, I believe like around 20 seniors for this Cadet team, so this is very promising to see some bright flashes like this right here. Number 88 for the Cadets, able to pick up that first down, and even more. That is number, as I said, 88, Braden Sherritt, 5'9", 165. He's a junior, and he's going to be a heck of a player in his senior year if he keeps up runs like that. And these Stars are kind of on their heels now defensively, And these Cadets might score once again if they keep up this drive the way they were, being led very well out there by number 2, Luke Austin, throughout this game.
And they're off again. Seven's going right up down the middle and gets stopped by 2 defenders.
Yep, Mason Miner on that one. Mason Minner on that one is stopped with a pretty minimal gain, 2 yards there, but not a bad run there by Minner. Not great holes there by that offensive line, but they've had, you can't really blame them too much, as they've had run after run after run this drive and have really helped propel that run game. We'll see what the play call is here for for that Cascade offense, and you really gotta love what you've seen so far throughout this game. A big win to come in here to Western Boone and push their record up even further. If they take this one home, they'll be 9-0 throughout this year. So they've had a very impressive year, to say the least, as that run is going to move the chains and bring up a 1st and 10 right on that right hash. And these backups here for Cascade have been moving. They have been displaying their case to make that varsity team and to be starters, as they've had some great plays so far. The hand here is again to number 41, Jackson Krober, who is able to pick up, again, close to another 1st down. So 2 very similar runs from him right up the gut, and ends up pushing the ball out a little more right to pick up some solid yardage. So he has had some very productive runs in his short time on the field. So we'll see if they continue to go back to him, go back to the run, or even try and pass this ball. Cole, I don't know about you. I think they're going to go back to the run, but I would honestly try passing it here too. Try and mix up your looks a little bit and see what this quarterback has in him.
Yeah, the Cadets could definitely mix it up and go for it, but it looks like their runs are doing just as well too, because I was even lost on that one.
Yeah, he had a great run there, and that's enough to push the chains there and push them into the red zone. And now scoring opportunity here for these backups. As these star backups on defense are going to have to figure out something and stuff this drive.
Cascade here has got an amazing pace going on, and going back to what I said earlier, I don't know if they should mix it up to passes, because if running's working for them, then just keep running.
Yeah, very true. Definitely has been working so far, as number 7 there gets the give, Mason Minner on that one.
Yeah, why would you fix something that's already working?
Very, very true. But I was just seeing if they really want to. This isn't really to play for the game. This game is almost over here. 7 minutes left to play with the mercy rule effect. 49-7. I was really just trying to see what this offense has in them. It's trying to stretch out that play call and see what they're working with this upcoming year after this year is over.
I do agree that maybe a throw in there would be pretty helpful for this Cascade offense. If they could get in there and maybe pass it to one of their players, they could probably get it in a little bit quicker.
Very, very true. Double pitch here. That's number 21, and that's beautiful play calling. Mason Dixon is able to get in for the Cadets. Double pitch there. Looked like an ordinary handoff until it was handed off once again to number 21. Dixon in with that touchdown. He is again a sophomore, as this lead is pushed up now to 55-7. So
just a beautiful play call right there, where they went in and they knew they were going left and then swapped it over to go right.
Very, very true. Had that whole defensive unit for the Stars on their heels there as they were able to push it in once again. And now 81 Brogan Trump is on to kick this extra point, and that one is good. As now this ball game is a 56-7 game, as the Cadets have had their way.
Let's take a look at this replay game up here. As you can see, they swipe in, they're going left, they pass it off to the right, and then they just go right on in.
Yeah, they had no one on that left side. They were all fooled by that tricky play call there, as the only man in the area was already being blocked as that ball was pitched off. So great work by this Cascade backup team, able to push the ball all the way down the field and score. Very impressive stuff throughout this game, but now you're seeing impressive stuff from their backups. That's what you want to see, as the Cadets have had a heck of a year. Well, probably one of their best in school history this year as they head in to sectionals and to the playoffs as this regular season ends. And that's what you want to see. Very, very senior-heavy offense, very senior-heavy team in general, not just offense, but just in general. You want to see some bright future ahead of you, and not just be one of those one-year wonder kind of programs. You want to keep this momentum into future years, and that's kind of what we're seeing on that last drive.
Absolutely, and they're coming up here to get a kick up here soon. I really want to know, is Weibo going to have enough momentum with their B team to be able to kick it into the end zone? Because any team is going to want their B team to be really good. I mean, that's just great to have their backup team as good as their starter team.
And this ball is bobbled and dropped by Caleb Scagnoli, who's able to recover it and is stuffed right at where the muff occurred. We'll see what the Stars go with here offensively to try and end this game out. 6 minutes left to play. They might just try and kill some clock and send this one over.
This is a really interesting game. Really interesting for these B teams at the moment, where they're kind of just pushing back and forth. I really think that the Weibo has a good opportunity to score here with their B team at the end. They've only got 5 minutes and 40 seconds, but I think if they find that run and pass golden spot, they can be able to do it.
Very, very true. Reiner hands it off here on 1st and 10, and that play is going to be stuffed close to that line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two for the Stars to set up a 2nd and I believe 8 on this upcoming play. And I again, very promising this year from the Cadets, but also from Western Boone. They've had, again, some early struggles this year, but are looking to bounce back and have started to bounce back throughout this entire year. And they just want to head into sectionals with some momentum. So this loss kind of does hurt heading into that playoff run as this ball is handed off here to, I believe, number 24, Kane Jackson, who is brought down after a minimal gain there.
Weibo's momentum is also seen tonight. I mean, at the start of the game, they got Cascade got 3 touchdowns back to back. And Weibo has really helped or really worked to kind of minimize that and slow their pace down by a lot.
You want to see some flashes out of both teams, especially these B teams, and that's what we're kind of starting to get here.
Absolutely.
Tyson Reiner looking to pass here. A lot of pressure. Makes a solid throw there to Caleb Howe. And we'll see what the officials mark it. I believe it was incomplete. That ball hit the ground. Bit of a lower throw there, but there was a defender all over that. So maybe better that it wasn't too high. But Caleb Howe made a heck of a play trying to come down with that ball, but it just did not work out. Stars are set up now with a 4th and 5, and it looks like they're going to go for it here, and really no reason not to. You want to air it out. You want to see what your guys can do here. The future of this franchise. You want to see what they can do throughout their career and make plays. If they can make plays on the B team, next year they can make plays with that varsity team. So we'll see if that is the case here. And Reiner is going to maybe a design quarterback run there. On 4th down, and it does not work out as he is going to go down right around that line of scrimmage. And possession will change here as the Cadets take over around that 40-yard line. So very good field position here for this Cascade offense. We're going to see another look from that team.
We have 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter here, 3 minutes till the end of the game.
Yep, this clock is ticking down.
Will Cascade be able to get in the end zone, or will the defense be able to hold them off and possibly take the ball back?
We will see here tonight if which B team can really string together the best plays and take it away. As this Cascade team, especially their backups, has been looking very solid here tonight, and we'll see if that trend continues here. Lots of runs last time, and this one is going to be another run as number 95, Mason Myers is going to get that give. Kind of plays more of a tight end role, but it kind of played more of a fullback on that run. And we'll see where they mark him, but it looks like that one's going to be a loss of 2 and bring up 2nd and 12 now with 2 minutes left to play, or around 2 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter.
And they're off here. 56 has it. He's going wide left.
It's number 88 there.
Oh, 88, sorry. And he's going all the way down to about the 10-yard line.
What a run there by Brady Sherritt. We've seen that before this game as he's able to find a seam up that right side and turn that corner.
Look at this replay. Just stays left, merges through a couple of defenders, and keeps going even though 27 is right on him.
Yeah, very, very true. Showing off that speed there on that play. And that was quite the run there by the DB cornerback.
Yeah, 27, Lane was just on him but could not get a stop as fast as he could have. We are now in the red zone. The Cascades are now in Weibo's red zone with 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock, and they have kneeled the ball.
Yep, victory formation here for the Cascade B team as that one is going to wrap up this game here. Maybe one more kneel down and this game should be over. And, yeah, heck of a game by Cascade to come in here and silence this Western Boone crowd. Very fired up. I know from just hearing the chatter around Western Boone, they were very, very excited for this game to come in here and kind of shock the world almost by beating Cascade. But to no avail as Cascade was able to have their way tonight and dominate offensively, putting up 56 points. Very impressive here from Cascade as that will wrap up this game. Your final score here tonight, Cascade 56 and Western Boone 7 as this clock winds down. And from all of us here at Western Boone TV, I'm your play-by-play announcer here tonight, Nathan Rogers.
And I am your color, Cole Nelson.
From all of us here at WBTV, have a good night.